Okay, I thought I would jump on and share about how I'm balancing being a mum and also working. Firstly, you can probably hear my pumps in the background. I feel like that's just representative of how I balance things. These come off in a minute, so I'm going to take them off in a sec. I am Maya. I am a first-time mum. I am also a business owner of a creative growth agency. We work with businesses and build their online presence and help them basically become their marketing partners. So then they don't have to hire an in-house team and work in partnership with them to elevate their business. And it's called Creative Evolution. If you want to check out more, our website I will add in here and also link below, but I thought I'd share a bit more about how I personally, running the business, manage being a mum, especially a first-time mum, and also business itself. So I've been on maternity leave and I'm working out how I can come back and how I'm going to manage that, and so this is the process that I'm going through. I have got a team as well, which means that the business is still running, which I'm grateful for. Rose especially, she's been on board since day dot, so very happy that I had already established that and didn't have to find people beforehand, but it's definitely helped with managing things while also balancing being a mum. I'm gonna take these off real quick. I feel like surely some fellow business mums will get this. Trying to pump, trying to do all the things to make sure that you're taking things off. One sec. If you are in the UK, you know that there's been a lot of heat waves. If not, this is basically our summer now. So it means that baby is feeding a lot more, not just for growth spurt, but also from the heat, because milk is hydration as well as nutrients. So having to do all the things to make sure baby is fed. So in terms of running the business, I have Rose and she manages some of the accounts, which makes it so much easier when you do have maternity leave to know that everything's still ticking along, and also means that when I'm on holiday and stuff that there's someone who's managing the accounts. But as a new mum, I think there's lots of things that has made open my eyes a bit more to what I want to do moving forwards. So I'm currently going through a rebrand of the business, just repositioning things, just trying to build systems so that it's more efficient for both the business and also our clients. And I already see an impact. I think it's helped a lot of the clients that we have already. It's just building a more strategic business, especially with baby. I think there's a lot of things that you don't want to be doing manually that feel just slow and inefficient. One of the things that I've been doing lately has been using my planner more and making sure I'm using my Notion CRM sort of like dashboard that I have for my business. This is just for me to track what I want to do each day, my goals for the week, my accomplishments that week, because I think as well as being a business owner, being a mum too, I think there's a lot of things that you pass by and it feels monotonous and it feels like you're not moving forwards, when in reality, for example, an accomplishment this week has been I've been able to breastfeed more. Even though the heat's been ridiculous, I've been able to not feel so sweaty and stayed cool enough and been able to feed my baby. Like, what a win. Whereas each day it feels like, only just got through today, and having those reminders is so big. So I've been doing that in business too, that it doesn't feel like, I've sent 5 emails and haven't got a new client yet. Or I don't know, I've come up with adapted our mission to fit where we are now. Is very different to feeling like you've basically not achieved anything in the day. And I definitely think it can apply to anything. Sorry, baby's waking up. If you're a mum and trying to do content, if you're trying to balance your business too, if you're doing the whole role of being a mum, stay at home, there's so many things that you have to do. not have to do, that you end up doing, whether it's cleaning the house, whether it's I got up today and had a shower. Like, that is an accomplishment, especially with baby. So I think that's one of the biggest things that I've done, is actually taking note of what I'm doing and giving myself credit for those things as well. Just going to check on baby. Something else I've been doing is making sure I have time that is allocated to being spent with family. So this little guy here, like making sure I have time to spend with him, so it's not just all business. And thankfully running my own business, adapting the times that I am working to when he's asleep, because then I'm actually spending quality time with him when he's awake and not feeling too guilty. And I know that will change when he's getting older and having longer wake windows, but that's what I'm doing for the time being. Especially considering he's very clingy at the minute and wants all the love and attention, which is perfectly fine by me, little smiley boy. But I don't want to miss out on those things, especially while he's so young. Is that nice? Something else I think is worth doing is, this comes into team members being able to delegate and knowing when to ask for help. So having times that I've asked Sam, my boyfriend, to give me an hour so that then I can focus on business, or just get in the headspace of organising everything. Same within the business, being able to allocate things to Rose if I need more help, or bringing other people in if needed, rather than feeling like I have to do it all. I definitely think motherhood has been great for that, because I think it's forced me to look at my business as a business rather than myself as a freelancer still. And that's something that I really struggle with, and I know other business owners struggle with, especially when you've been a freelancer before and you've done the work before, to think of it as a business as you're growing rather than only once you've grown. So that's what I'm working on in the rebrand, to just try and make my business as efficient and optimized as possible. Also, having the time off for maternity, I think it's also showed me that time off is actually so valuable. Like, the creative ideas I came back with during the time of not thinking about work at all, has really helped, and really been like a reset. I haven't had that much time off. I had 3 weeks before I then started even thinking about work, and I feel like that's a big chunk for me. Even when we went to Vietnam last year, that was for 3 weeks, but I was still working. I was still light touch working, but yeah, this time I've like literally not worked, obviously, during maternity. And when I say 3 weeks off, I mean 3 weeks postpartum off. Pregnancy was different. Like, I had time off, but all I was thinking about was having baby, so it was a bit different compared to afterwards, once baby's born, and feeling like my life's back a bit, that those creative ideas started flowing again, which is amazing. Also, something that's been so important to me is remembering my why. My why from a year and a half ago when I started the business, if not, it would have been longer by now, was to be able to run a business on my own schedule, on my own terms, work with clients that I believe in, that have the same passion for their business as I do for mine, and also to be able to spend time with my family and travel when I want. And recently, I'll be honest, I've literally hit a slump. The other day was looking at full-time jobs, was like, oh, maternity leave, like, we'll ignore that. I think I just want the stable income, less stress, like, or not less stress, just a different type of stress. And then I was like, no, there's a reason why I did this. There's a reason why I started this. There's a reason why I've stuck with this so long. It's because I want to do this. This is what I love to do. I love bettering everything for my clients. I love challenging myself. I love building a business and a team and feeling accomplished. I love the stresses that running a business has, whether that's trying to find more clients that need your services, fulfilling those needs, whether it's having to come up with new strategic ways that you want to better your business, whether it's working out who you're going to have as your next team member because your business is growing. Like, there's so much, as well as upskilling yourself and those around you to be able to offer more to the clients and to provide what they need for their business. There's just so many challenges, and I absolutely love it. It's not the same each day. It evolves so much, and that's why I started it. I think sometimes you need that reminder because it's tough. I think anything is tough, whatever your tough is. It's just reminding yourself why you've chosen that path. And you do have choices. Like, I easily could have just chosen to go back and just decide to work in London, and I think I would have been miserable. I mean, I still might choose to do that down the line, but I really hope I don't, because I've missed out on all these lovely days with little man, where I'm getting to cuddle some of the days, where I'm getting to think about my business, because I feel like my business wouldn't disappear. It would just be that I'm spending more time working and commuting and being away. Whereas now I get to work on my business and spend time with my family. Some tools that I've used for balancing both home life and business. Notion, as I mentioned, I've built my own dashboard. I'm debating if I sell the template because I've really found it useful. Also, I have my planner, which isn't in here. My planner, which is the productivity method. That's been really helpful just to remember what my 3 priorities for that day are. So that if I don't get the quick ticks done or I don't get some of the projects done, I know that I've succeeded in the 3 things that I need to do that day. And also I will include things for home and also for work. So whether that's actually I really need to wash the bedding today, which is what's going on in the background. I really want to work on what the client journey is. That's literally on my to-do list today. So it's nice to be able to have those priorities set and split them out. Plus, quick ticks has been helpful. So for example, if he would let me put him down, then knowing that I might have 5-10 minutes, I can start working on those quick ticks. I've got a list of things rather than feeling overwhelmed, procrastinating and then getting nothing done. That's not to say that you have to fill every moment of every day. It's just sometimes when you want to tick things off and have one of those days that you're motivated, it's nice that you've got that priority list already set and you've done that at the start of the day or the night before. I tend to do it the night before or early morning when he has his 3-4 a.m. feed is when I get my burst of energy and creativity, that I end up smiling, that I end up having all my thoughts in place and I'm like, right, let's get these down, and then by the time I wake up, whatever time that is, I can work out what I want to do. And I've already got everything written down that I want to do, and it makes it a bit more flexible. There are fields where it's like you can time block. Obviously, with a newborn, time blocking is all well and good, but it doesn't work. But for things like appointments and meetings, it's helpful to work around and to know, okay, I want to get up at this time because the appointment's at this time, so it gives me time to, anyone that's had a newborn or has a newborn or is about to have one will work this out, but planning for an appointment where you're like, okay, if I shower at this time, then I can feed him, I can wake him up or he'll be awake at this time. It's crazy. It's like mental maths 10,000. I definitely think there are plenty of ways to balance home and business life. I feel like you don't have to give anything up, but I feel like you don't have to do it all too. If you would like any more tips or anything of what I've been doing, this is literally what I've been doing to survive. and I'm adapting as I go. But if you'd like any more tips or tricks, please comment below. I'm happy to share. And if you want to see more from me, then check out my socials, Instagram and TikTok at Maya Kipping. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. And yeah, bye guys.